$97,000 up to $113,000 for seniors during retirement. I have all the details and what these surprising numbers mean right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I do want to discuss the details of a new report that was just released, specifically focused on seniors aged 65 and older during retirement and what this pertains to as far as these massive numbers I just mentioned a few seconds ago, including $97,000 up to $113,000. That's a lot of money, right? Let's get into it and talk about what this report is now suggesting. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because we are rapidly approaching 500,000 subscribers right here on the channel, and it is my dedication and my commitment as well as my promise to you and everybody right here in the community to continuously be here right by your side each and every day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the necessary research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated during this very confusing, this very busy, and this very uncertain time that we're currently living through. I truly want to help you out in any way that I can as things continue to change very, very rapidly. And remember, I am your one and only daily advocate. So again, thanks so much for joining me. It would truly mean so much to me if you subscribe down below. Thanks again. Really do appreciate it. Let's get into it and talk through all the details of this report and those huge numbers for those aged 65 and older experiencing retirement, right? The golden years, as they all say, right? So anyway, let's talk through the details about this. All right, now this is a very interesting report. And again, I wanted to bring all this to you so we can see what's going on here. And again, I actually don't talk about this all that much here on the channel, even though I do talk about seniors and Social Security and retirement benefits and SSI and SSDI and all these things like this, programs, money, checks, benefits, all kinds of stuff like this. However, I don't talk about Medicare all that often, but I do talk about Medicare every so often, and that is what I want to talk about here in this video. As of right now, there's about 64.5 million seniors enrolled in Medicare. Now, it's not all seniors, but there's 64.5 million beneficiaries of Medicare right now. Again, it's a lot of people, right? So as a result of that, I also want to point out the details as far as what they're saying. So again, like I said, this study is specifically focused on seniors aged 65 and older. Now, obviously, you know, it could include other people, but again, this is just what the study is focused on. Here's what they found. Because of life expectancies here in the United States, which by the way, life expectancies are between 83 and 86 years old as of right now in the United States. So again, they continue to increase at a pretty rapid pace, which is pretty nice, all right? We always want to see life expectancies increasing because, I mean, let's be real. We probably all want to live as long as we can, right? Obviously, I think that's pretty obvious, right? But as a result of that, here's what they found from this study. The average male, so the average guy, aged 65 and older, who's enrolled in Medicare with a Medicare Advantage plan, okay? That person needs to have about $97,000 just to pay for health care, basically from 65, you know, through the rest of their life. It's a lot of money. That's craziness, right? Just on healthcare. I mean, let's be real for a second. Could we find some more fun things to spend $97,000 on other than healthcare? But don't get me wrong. Healthcare is very, very expensive. But at the end of the day, that's what they're allocating, and that is what they're determining from this report here, is that the average 65-year-old man, basically from 65 through the rest of their life, even with Medicare and a Medicare Advantage plan, would still be expected to pay about 97 grand out of pocket. Ouch. I mean, seriously. I'm not sure about you, but I could find way more fun things to spend $97,000 on than paying deductibles and premiums. You know what I mean? I think we can all probably agree, right? Those things are not fun to pay, right? Premiums and co-pays and all stuff like that, and just, you know, other coverages that maybe are other bills that may not be covered, right? So anyway, that is for men. Now let's talk about women for a second. So women statistically actually live a little bit longer. So congratulations. That's nice, right? So anyway, women typically live a few years longer than men. Well, as a result of that, you also have a little bit more money you'll have to come out of pocket according to this report, okay? Again, the same thing goes for women. Aged 65 and older, again, starting at age 65, enrolled in Medicare with a Medicare Advantage plan, would still be expected to pay out about $113,000 out of pocket between 65 and the rest of their life. Again, a huge amount of money. That's, what is that, $16,000 more than the average man would pay. Again, and again, the reason for that is not because healthcare costs are more expensive for women, but it's because of the life expectancies, right? Because women generally live a few years longer than men. So this is what the report is now suggesting. So these are some huge, huge numbers here. Now, again, the report also went on to show that for those individuals who just have Medicare without an Advantage plan, I hope you're sitting down for this. Let me share the numbers with you really quickly here. So here's what they found as well. So for just a man aged 65 and older, again, with just Medicare, no Medicare Advantage plan, would have to pay out about $166,000 from 65 through the rest of their life just on health care. Ouch. Seriously, that's a ton of money right there. That is, what is that? $69,000 more out of pocket without that Medicare Advantage plan. So again, that's a huge difference, right? Again, so that's what they're saying for men. Now get this, for women, okay? Same report, they found the same thing with women. Women aged 65 and older, just enrolled in Medicare, no Medicare Advantage plan, would have to pay out about $197,000 out of pocket, basically starting 65 through the rest of their life. Again, that's a huge amount of money. What is that a difference of? What is that, $84,000? I think I'm right on that. $84,000 would be the difference between just Medicare and Medicare Advantage. So this video is not sponsored. I'm not being paid to say this at all. I'm just saying, I think the numbers here clearly say that it may be a little bit advantageous to get some kind of supplement plan for, when you're enrolled in Medicare, right? Now, again, there's a million different plans out there. Well, let's be fair. I'm not sure if there's actually a million. That was just a figure of speech. But there's a lot of different plans out there you could choose from, right? So, again, it might be, obviously beneficial to somebody who's enrolled in Medicare to have some type of supplement plan, whatever that happens to be. There's a ton of different options out there. It may be beneficial to do that. And I want to point this out as well. There are some of these supplement plans out there that have even a 0% or zero premium each and every month. So have you seen those out there? I've done extensive research on this for myself as well. But yeah, there are some plans out there that are supplement plans to Medicare that even do have a $0 premium. So again, you got to figure out which is best for you. I don't know that. Everybody's situation is very different. Some people want a high deductible plan. Some people want a high copay plan. Some people want a high premium plan. Again, it's totally different. It's different flavors for different folks, or whatever the saying is. But my point is, so you got to figure that out for yourself. And again, all these different plans have different coverages as well. And again, that's going to be different for everybody. If you're somebody that has regular doctor visits and things like that, then obviously your coverages may need to be a little bit different. Now, one more thing that they pointed out in this report that I want to bring to your attention really quickly. This does not take into consideration hearing hearing and dental coverages. That's what it was. Dental coverages. Now remember, dental is crazy expensive, right? I'm going to be real with you right now for a second. I haven't been to the dentist in 2 years or something like that. Reason why? I don't want to pay it. It's so incredibly expensive. I don't have dental insurance, and I feel like I'm kind of good. You know what I mean? I hope that I'm not in a position where I regret that when I finally do go to the dentist at some point. But again, maybe this is too much information that I should be sharing here in this video, but I'm just being real with you right now. I purposely am not going to the dentist because it is so incredibly expensive, and I don't want to pay that. Just to go in and get a simple cleaning is like $300. I'm like, dude, seriously? I have much better things to spend $300 on, like food and like utilities and stuff like that, than to blow $300 on getting my teeth cleaned and scraped and then walking out of there with, well, never mind. I was going to say something else, but you know what I mean, right? It's not a fun experience in most cases, right? You get some of that minty flavor stuff splattered on your face, and then they put that little like the paper towel clip thing on your, clip it to your shirt, and then they wipe their tools on your chest the whole time, and it's like, come on, seriously? You know what I mean? I'm not a fan, right? But anyway, long story short, that does not include, these numbers that I just shared with you, does not include dental or hearing coverages on there, right? So basically things that are not covered by Medicare, and dental is not covered by Medicare. However, they're kind of working on it a little bit, but at the same time, I think we all need to be real for a second. The likelihood of them adding dental coverages to Medicare, very slim, okay? Very, very slim. However, there are some supplement plans out there that do add dental coverages. I've looked into them myself as well. I'm going to be real with you. Coverages, not very good. But again, you can figure that out. If that's something you want to do, by all means, go for it. But generally, they cover, generally a couple like preventative care screenings each and every year, like cleanings, like every 6 months. But other than that, if you need like cavities or crowns, things like that, they generally do not cover that. From my experience, the research that I've done on it. So exactly why I don't have it, because I feel like kind of good. You know what I mean? So anyway, hope you thought this was interesting, and not only that, but helpful at the same time. Came across this report and I thought, you know what? Those are some huge numbers. Got to share these with the community. So please remember, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Like I said, we're rapidly approaching 500,000 subscribers here on the channel. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. I just want to do what I can to provide value, to be here for you as much as I can be. There's a lot of things that are happening right now. It's a crazy, crazy time. Things are changing rapidly. And it's also a very uncertain time, right? We feel like we know what's going on. Oh no, it seems like they've got tons of things up their sleeve. Things are changing rapidly. And again, why I'm watching all this and bringing it to your attention right away each and every day. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, take care, have a nice day, and catch you again later in the next video.